Hello and welcome to Cheshire Audio. Now what we're going to do today, we've got Rega Apollo CD Player just come in. So this is our replacement demonstrator, and we've never done an unboxing video before. They seem to be quite popular, so we thought we'd do one. So yeah, CD Player. Is CD dead, you might think, but no. Our sales of CD players are sort of steadily rising, particularly Rega's, do a bit with Roxanne. So yeah, it is still happening. And we don't sell streamers. We're not a great fan of streaming. Still plays for CD, and like I say, I think in 2018 we didn't sell a single CD player. It said it crashed to virtually nothing, but it's slowly coming back, and yeah, we do quite. It does seem to be a great secondary source. It's one of those things that people have got a lot of people out there with big collections of CDs, so it's still a valid thing to go for. The Rega players are very analog sounding actually. So they do have that sort of warmth and naturalness and involvement with the music that vinyl has. Not quite to the same degree, obviously, but it's for a CD player. It does for a digital source. They are very involving. So. Yeah, I really recommend the CD players. So okay, I'll reposition the camera and we'll have a look at what's inside. Okay, so as usual, Rega boxes, just a little metal clip here. You need to get your fingers behind. Very carefully, just prise it open. And then we fasten here. First thing I always do is take this metal clip out slowly. Sort of carefully bend the legs away and put that out of the way, because they're lethal, those things. A lot of manufacturers use them, and I can understand why, because it does make the package very secure, but if you leave those in, you catch your hand on it, really, I've done it a few times, it's really nasty, so I always take those out. There you go, so we've got very simple packaging in some of the Regas actually, almost like an egg carton sort of design. Little manual. Regas didn't used to come with manuals at all. I mean, this is quite a recent thing. It used to be a slip of paper saying congratulations on buying your Rega, and that was about all you got. But proper instructions. So that's a little bit 21st century, well 20th century. So we've got the instruction manual. On the side we have, down the side here, there's two elastic bands. One's holding the mains lead in, the other one's holding in the battery and the remote. Battery for the remote and the remote. So if you get your fingers underneath and just prise it out, box away. There we go. So take this one and two. So we've got power lead, and here we've got remote. I have to show the remote and how to put the battery in it, because it's a nightmare to do. I'll not do it with this one, because demonstrators will just tend to leave the battery in the box, the remote in the box really. So I'll put that back in there. I'll put that bit back in the box. I'll leave the power cable in as well, because we've got power cables, so I'll just leave that in. So now we've got CD player, which see where the bag actually starts. This handle, so bit of tape. Yeah, the Apollo's a half-size player. Actually, you've got the Saturn, which is full size. The original Apollo was full size. I think how far back we go now. There's Apollo, the first full width CD player. First full width Apollo, I think it was 2000. It was actually called the Apollo 2000. So there we go. There's a protective film on the front, which I'll take off. You can get your finger on it. Oh, is that easy to get off there? Take the protective film off the front. And there's a protective film just on the label here, so I can get that as well. It's a nice shiny frontage. Right, what I'll do, I'll set this up on the side and we'll just go through a few of the features on it. I'll find a remote as well, so I can just show you how to do the batteries. Yeah, it might seem a bit weird showing you how to do the batteries, but it's a nightmare. Okay. Actually getting into a Rega remote is a nightmare. It's a bit of an odd design. It's really difficult to get into. So I'll show you that as well. There's a little technique to it. So okay, I'll reposition the camera and I'll get this connected up and show you this few features on it. Right, what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to show you how to open the battery cover on the remote, because you will have problems with this because it's just a bit of a strange design, really. I suppose when it was designed it wasn't going to be obvious that it was going to be so difficult, because it looks, on the face of it, this back part here slides back and then lifts off. When you're actually looking at it, it's not actually that easy to tell which bit's supposed to slide. There is a little, very faintly, there is a finger grip here which you can sort of pull back on, but there is no way you can put as much force on this as you want and you'll never open it. Some people have the knack. I mean, I just haven't got the knack. The easy way to do it seems to be just get a little bit of tape, just push a bit of tape onto it like that, and then just pull it slightly, and it should just pop off. I was so pleased when I found that technique, because it's yeah, it's a weird thing. Other than that, the remote's fine. It's just, yeah, just difficult. I mean, it's nice and slick, isn't it? You know, once it's closed, it's a nice sort of nice feel to it. But yeah, a bit of a strange one. This also has a little cover on there, which I'll leave on actually. That I've actually opened the one out of the box because I couldn't find one in the shop, so I've just opened the one out of the player. So yeah, I mean, the remote has the usual stuff: the play, stop, fast forward, you know, forward, backward. Got a few program features on here. It's actually got a DAC switch on that, which is for the Saturn. You can actually switch to DAC output. Yeah, so I think actually it's actually got volume control for the amp on here as well. So it's sort of a bit of a system remote. There's a few other features that work on other things. Player, what I'll do, I'll just switch off for a sec because I'll just get it plugged in. Okay, so the front panel, we've got an off switch, play at the top there, at the bottom there's stop, and then back a track and forward a track. When you switch on, get your Rega lighting up, says Apollo, then it says initializing. Now that is because Rega players actually buffer the CD quite a bit, which is sort of beneficial to the sound quality of it. It does mean you've got a little wait just before you can actually press play and go, but it's not any great sort of deal. You get used to it actually. And the fact that it's actually quite easy to use because it's a manual player. Driven draw players, you have to sit and wait for the door open, wait for it to close. By the time you've done all that, with this Rega player, it's initialised and it's ready to go. So to play, just basically push the top. It's not a powered door. It's totally manual. And put in a CD. I'm going to put in. Not that it matters because we're just showing how it works, but Captain Lost Waves. What a great guy he is. Local guy. Very inventive musician, and everything he does is fabulous. I mean, this is a local guy who finances his release of his CDs himself. He doesn't, you know. This is Hidden Gems 1. There's 2 and 3, which I haven't managed to get hold of yet. It's difficult to actually categorise him as a musician. Sort of almost quirky folk rock, possibly. There's sort of overtones of Captain Beefheart about him. Not so much Trout Mask Replica, more like Unconditionally Guaranteed, that sort of thing. There's sort of more the sort of softer edge of Captain Beefheart, but he's very inventive. And if you, I will put a link to one of his YouTube videos, because a lot of his stuff is on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's not on vinyl. Hence me using it to show here you can't buy the Captain on vinyl. Before he was the Captain, I'm going to talk about the CD player in a minute, but just thought I'd mention this because it was to hand. Before he was the Captain, he actually was under his own name as Sean T. Hunter. Now that's fabulous as well, but this isn't this sort of quirky folk rock. This is more sort of traditional. Why this wasn't a hit album, I've no idea. There isn't a per track on it. It's absolutely wonderful. So anyway, I'm going to get back to the CD player now. But yeah, so we'll put the Captain on. Obviously I can't play it because YouTube will get very upset about that if I start playing music. Okay, edited out the phone ringing. Right, we're going to put on the Captain. What you do? Open the lid, and it's actually like putting a DVD into a DVD case. Actually, with the Rega, there's 3 little ball bearings there. So you just rest the CD on the little hub there, and just press it down. It clicks in, Really easy to do actually. It's a really nice Mac this. So there's no puck, there's no extra bits. It literally just put it in, click it on, and it's ready to go. So just close the door even. So there's initializing. And it gives you, so that's, yeah, what's that, about 4 seconds probably. 9 tracks, 73 minutes and 55 seconds. So then you just go play, and off we go. So, like I say, track select. And if you want to stop, you can either press stop, or you can just lift the lid, and we've stopped. And to get out, there's 2 little cutouts here, so you can just get your fingers in and lift it off. Now, if you're going to put one of these onto a table, generally, if you can have it on the top, it's probably easiest. But you can actually fit them sort of between shelves, as long as you've got about this sort of height. If you need to be able to get your hand in, so if the shelf was up to here, you can get your hand in easily and use it. So whatever that is, it's about, I think some of the Atacama tables, etc., they've about got the 220 gap is just right for the Rega CD players. It just gives you enough room to get your hand in. Any less than that, you can get your hand in, and it clears the lid, but you start having to get in like this, which isn't as straightforward. But I mean, generally, because this is so small, a lot of people buy this with the Brio, and the Brio is exactly the same case, so it'll sit side by side. Okay, so that's the Rega Apollo. And Capital Lost Waves, which yeah, I can't stress enough how good he is. Yeah, like I say, I'll put the link to one of his videos or more below if I can work out how to do it. Hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to, like I say, I'll do some more unboxing videos. I'm going to do a few more quick reviews. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, so you can pick up even more madness that I seem to be churning out. Yeah, thank you very much. See you soon.